Today, Nigeria marks another year of independence. Our journey since 1960 has been led by many men and women at the helm. Some brought hope, some brought hardship, and others left behind mixed legacies. Let's take a quick walk through the good, the bad, and the ugly of our leaders since independence. Sir Abubakar Tafawa Balewa, 1960 to 1966, Nigeria's first prime minister. A humble teacher turned leader, he stood for unity and peace, but his government faced ethnic tensions and corruption that sowed the seeds of crisis. Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, 1960 to 1966, Nigeria's first ceremonial president. A nationalist giant, Zik of Africa gave us pride, but had little real power to shape events. Major General Johnson Aguiyi-Ironsi, 1966, came in after the first coup, tried to unify Nigeria under one government structure, but his policies triggered suspicion and led to his assassination. General Yakubu Gowon, 1966 to 1975, youngest head of state at just 31. He led Nigeria through the brutal civil war. Though he kept Nigeria one, his government saw corruption grow, and the oil boom, wealth was wasted. General Murtala Muhammad, 1975 to 1976, fiery and bold, he launched reforms and fought corruption fiercely. But his reign was cut short by assassination after just 200 days. General Olusegun Obasanjo, 1976 to 1979, took over after Murtala, credited for handing power back to civilians. Yet his regime also struggled with corruption and military dominance. President Shehu Shagari, 1979 to 1983, the first elected executive president, known for humility, but his government was accused of weak leadership, corruption, and economic mismanagement. Major General Muhammadu Buhari, 1983 to 1985, came through a coup, promised discipline, and fought corruption with an iron hand. But his rule was marked by human rights abuses, press suppression, and hardship. General Ibrahim Babangida, 1985 to 1993, known as the Maradona of politics, he introduced reforms and moved the capital to Abuja. But corruption soared, and the annulment of June 12 elections remains his greatest stain. Chief Ernest Shonkin, 1993, headed the short-lived interim government but lacked power and was quickly overthrown. General Sani Abacha, 1993 to 1998, feared by many, his reign brought economic collapse, human rights abuses, and looting on an unimaginable scale. Yet, he kept the nation relatively stable in troubled times. General Abdulsalami Abubakar, 1998 to 1999, credited for restoring democracy after years of dictatorship. His short time in power paved the way for civilian rule. President Olusegun Obasanjo, 1999 to 2007, returned as a civilian president. He stabilized Nigeria, cleared debts, and grew the economy, but was accused of corruption and trying to elongate his rule. President Umaru Musa Yar'Adua, 2007 to 2010, gentle and humble, he brought rule of law and amnesty to militants. Sadly, his health cut short his dream of reforms. President Goodluck Jonathan, 2010 to 2015, rose from humble beginnings, expanded infrastructure and education, but corruption, insecurity, and Boko Haram overshadowed his years. President Muhammadu Buhari, 2015 to 2023, returned as a civilian. Promised change, fought insurgency and corruption, but his era faced economic hardship, insecurity, and division. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, 2023, present, now steering Nigeria through tough reforms. His renewed hope agenda has brought fuel subsidy removal and new policies, praised by some, but bringing hardship to many. From independence in 1960 till today, Nigeria's leaders have carried both light and shadows. Each left behind lessons, some painful, some inspiring. As we celebrate independence, may we look to the future with hope, learn from the past, and believe that Nigeria's best days are still ahead.